Hello, welcome to Bryant Systems. I'm Scott Bryant. I just want to talk to you today about my third top book, if you've been watching the book section, which is Poliquin's Principles. I got this a couple of years ago. A very good friend gave it to me, and there's another guy on the back of it, which is Bill Phillips, which is another guru in America. And Charles Poliquin comes from Canada originally. Very successful in his own right. He helped write program design with Paul Chek, and him and Paul Chek worked together for a little while, and then they separated. Charles Poliquin has gone his own route. Charles Poliquin says some outrageous things, the same as Paul Chek, in which to get people turned on to their program or what they're trying to sell. In the Poliquin's principles, there's ways to really thicken the hamstrings, which I've used and it's worked. Ways in which to gain muscle mass in the arms. There's some really fundamental different techniques that you won't see in the normal gyms, which I really like, and they all work, and I've tried all of them. And his rep sets, loads, and tempos are really fundamentally, they really do work as well, in which to gain, size and strength. So the Poliquin's Principles, I think, is out of print now. It is quite a hard book to get a hold of, but very good. I've seen lots of Poliquin coaches, and the only thing that I don't like about Poliquin coaches is that a lot of them can be quite aggressive, and their postures are not very good. They've all got inverted breathing patterns. I've not found one that didn't have an inverted breathing pattern yet. Well, there may be one I know of who I can think coming to my head now. But with the Poliquin's Principles, the way they get people into shape is that they give you multiple sets and reps to do, lots of, more than what I give to my clients, because I mainly work with people in pain and injury, or people that have tried everything to get back into shape, but nothing has worked. Those are the people that I like to work with. But whereas Poliquin is looking at the trainer that just wants to gain muscle mass, or their clients want to gain just muscle mass and get very powered up, which I'm not against that at all. Everyone's got their own way of where they want to take their training. But I want to train as smart as I possibly can with myself and with my clients. So that's why I went down the Chek route of studying, because it was 6 years. Poliquin is 4 years. And Poliquin is a lot of supplementation. With the Chek system, I only use supplements with people that have problems that I found in their diet and lifestyle, or adrenals or something like that, that is stopping the body from changing or stopping them from getting out of pain. So that's how I use the Chek system. Now with the Poliquin system, you've got to do prerequisites again, and then if you do his BioSig, you've got to pay him £500 a year in which to have the permission or the license in which to use it, which I don't really agree with. And with the Chek system, all you've got to do is do the courses, and you can start using it straight away, and you haven't got to keep paying year after year unless you want to be registered on the website as a practitioner. But it's not very much money at all, which I really like that. The other thing that I feel is that Poliquin brought out another book, which I'll talk about next. And in this book, he sort of like plagiarized a little bit of Chek stuff, talking about water, talking about meditation and stuff like that, which he was never ever talking about before. And on some of his courses, he likes to put other people down to make himself look bigger for his own ego, which I don't agree with that, because him and Paul, are both Canadian. They both got together and designed program design together, which is here, which is one of the prerequisites that you need to study in which to do your level 1 practitioner, which I really like, because the program, every time I've done a program with that system, it's always worked. Everything has always changed as long as things are in balance. So if you can get Charles's book, Poliquin Principles, it's worth a read. They've got some great stuff. Lots of big bodybuilders in there. Obviously not naturally training. They're obviously supplementing their hormonal system. Got Tom Platz in there. Got Arnold in there. Got all these greats in bodybuilding Not many of them are still going. Arnold's still going, but many of the other guys are not still training anymore. Luther Ringo's in there as well, and I met Luther Ringo in Essex, about 15, 20 years ago now, and he was phenomenal, and he was doing a book called Stand Tall, which I'll talk about that after the Charles Poliquin book. But all these books, no matter what the personality of the person is, they've all got, golden gems in, which I use in my everyday practice with my clients. So if you're looking for real good books that are going to excel you in your career in which to help clients, then the books that I'm going over now, and that's Charlie Francis's Speed book, which is quite hard to get, and Beyond Stretching, which is Pavlo's book, and then you've got Power to the People, which is another Pavlo's book, and then you've got Poliquin's Principles. All these books are amazing. The next one I'm going to talk about is the German Body Comp book, which Charles Poliquin wrote and published and got put out in the main. You can get it on Amazon. So thank you very much for listening to me today. I'm Scott Bryant. Back to Bryant Systems. I look forward to chatting to you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.